Hey everybody, what is happening? East Daily East. I am back with some Madden 16 content. I'm heading to Game 3 of the Draft Champions. You know, I got the LT, everybody got LT, right? And I got the Cam out there. Um, let's see, we went 2-0 in the first one. They got the Eagles playbook on the offense for me and rocking on the Ravens defense there. I finally did just finish up my styles, the solos. And, like I said, I wanted to get that stuff knocked out. Seemed to have decent value early on. So the team's pretty much just about ready to be rolled out. I'm gonna start doing my MUT games soon, so you'll be seeing that content coming out. And of course, I'll end up following that up with the play review since people are big fans of that. And it hits the lob there on the that outside slant. So good play for him there. Just trying to get the bearings down for the defense. And I definitely noticed like on the usering, you got to really get your depth a lot better this year, which I do appreciate. It's a little bit more realistic compared to the last couple of years, but it'll be a little adjustment period for everybody getting on the users. And there I am with the big old whiff. You remember I've always been pretty good at making those mistakes, but followed up with a tackle there. Okay. Let's see. I think I got a local out there about that strong safety. So him and Quinn in the backfield on the team. So I'll get that roster set up and pumped out soon. Did want to do some of the journeys and stuff. Going to start messing around with that just to get a few extra players. And this guy hits me with a really nice play there. Found the hole in that zone. I'm not really a huge fan of the zones. I would run more man typically. And as the players get better, that scheme becomes a lot more effective throughout the year. So early on, there's always going to be a little bit of struggle of that. But let's say we're trying to get here, get the full back pass out there. Nice. Get to move in there. And then I do one move. I didn't really need to get that back juke in there. I anticipated guys being up, but they got pancaked. So I actually lost some yards doing that. But going to go out hit wide there. They don't give me a lot of modified action, but I seen when I'm trying to run a screen, if I see him on user and going for that guy, just trying to get rid of that. I don't want to throw a pick, basically. The good we go and hit LT on the check down there, and we get him started up. So that's the legend one. I got, on my team, I'm going to be rocking the 85 one right now, the free Doritos one, but we're going to hit him out of the backfield. This guy makes a bad mistake there. I seen him using it up. I figured that was probably going to be his guy, and it was, and he lets me roll around on the outside there. LT going big right there on the receiving, and, that card, that at least the card we're using here, this legend version of it, man, just such a great receiver. This guy going with this lob stuff, and apparently I'm gonna have to work on playing the defender. I mean, you can't really get the ball in a lot of the situations, so I guess hopefully that'll help out. We go down, get the fumble, but that's all right. Like how it goes, you don't really pick up a ton of those, it seems, right? But like I say, just really trying to get the stick skills down, especially for the linebackers and stuff and that slower guys, and almost gets me on that play. Almost gets me on that. Rerouting his guy. Pretty much, like I say, man, I like to run, but the guys are not exactly top-notch defenders in there. But we do end up holding for a field goal. Gets the job done. When you go down, man, you get a big loss there, and he didn't really recover from it. So I'll take that as a victory early on in these games. Nice inside the run, and I'm definitely just getting the flow of the running in this. I do think it's more realistic this year, so I do kind of like it. But I will try to figure out where to bend runs and bounce runs. That's what I'm kind of working on here on these plays. Going through, and this, we got him again, LT, and he is not going to catch me. Oh man, burns the guy twice with that same. Oh, we got to have a little bit of depth in there at the end. A little late, but it's all right. Again, like I say, out of the backfield, he is such a good receiver. I had no problems there, and I think I'm close on this, but it got a. You see that weird glitchy animation in the air right before that ball got there, but almost get a user on that comeback, and I misplayed that. For some reason I ran down. I actually read that fine, but I jumped in and didn't get any animation. So again, like I say, got to be a little bit tighter this year. So that's a good. I have to, just say keep on pressing on that. I'll get that. I mean, I'm a little rusty. I took some time off here, so this is only third online game, and I'm almost there again. That's okay. Like I say, eventually I'll catch up to this. I'll get it down, and and typically I'll be running a faster user. Like I was messing around with Shazier, at least when I was playing the computer and all that user in him, and his card is insane. I mean, that's the best user linebacker I found by far. That Ryan Shazier Silver, he is an animal. And we go look at that. We hit the man. We get the knock in the ground, and right before it hits, we do pick it up. We get the INT. and we're gonna come back out, but. What in the heck? I mean, watch that. Like, there was no pressure on Cam. I'm trying to throw a bomb, like a lob bomb. There's not even a guy next to me. Watch that. And Cam still throws that pick. That's why he sucks so bad. Like, I can't stand that bad quarterback like that. So that's like, before I even wanted to roll out in mud, that's why I at least had to make sure I had Romo. Like, I had to get the styles done, because I ain't going to go out there and have a game just do whatever it wants on you, you know? Just throw a pass to the defender for no apparent reason when he's like 20 yards below where you were trying to throw the ball. But, you know, hey, it's what it is. So he does get another field goal out of that, so at least I do hold up. And we do get a little jump ball as time expires. You know, I'm not going to be trying to throw bombs throughout the game like a lot of people want to do, you know, but at the end of the halves and stuff like that, of course you're going to try it. But for the most part, I want to try to develop a scheme or figure out what works for this. And I decided, you know, in the second half that I really wanted to get LT going a little bit more. You know, he had those big, you know, receptions out there. Already had a ton of yards right there just receiving, but, you know, get some ground game going there. And I did find these guys did have nice trips right formation. They have a few of these in there with the wide trap run. Look at this, dude. My goodness, I find, you know, the wide trap was what I ran last year. That's my run last year, and I find it in this book. And the first time I run it, like literally the first time I run it, that happens. So that's you know, I'll be tempted to mess with this book a lot more now and check this one out. But yeah, I do really dislike, though, the fact that it has like 23 shotgun formation. It's just too much to go through. So I still might give it a shot, though, unless I can find something else. But if I get that wide trap going to be working in here, I might want to find another book that has that. So, you know, see how many books I can find. And so if you guys see any books offensive that have the wide trap, I'm interested. You know, I'm going to be looking around myself. Just curious. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what offense I want to run here for the first part of the season. So he goes, and again, I make a bad stinking on the defense right there in this game. So, you know, a couple stands, but a couple bad user plays there too, and a couple just near misses. So that's where we get there. So, you know, 8-point lead. Definitely got to make, you know, if I can hold him to a field goal, I figure at this point or something like that, then we'll be all right. But he makes a nice seam. I don't have that covered. He had the nice inside pass on that. So getting down, of course, going to try and run the ball in. Okay, we get the decent stop there. You know, this is kind of last year where it's, you know, it was where I made my money a lot of times, getting down here and stuffing a guy and turning the game around. And we go down, we jump this route, boom. Oh yeah. Oh, I was hoping I could turn that for a pick six, but either way, I totally read that, jump that route, get in there, get that. So you know, I had some struggles before, but you know what? Come clutch time, man, we came up and we got that pick, and that's pretty much going to turn this game around. Like, you know, come being close, and we got a chance to really go up here and pretty much close it out. And LT with a ding, another nice run for him. Oh, but we do get stuffed on that one. But for the most part, man, like I said, he's had a big game for me. Coming out again. Oh, no, you didn't, dog. So we've now beat this guy, but that's the third time we hit this one, and it has gone big every time. Gone big, and look at that dude just fighting all the way down. So we get down. We're going to keep on just seeing what we can do with LT there. Pick up, you know, just about 9.5 look like on that. So we get down, we get first, get down. And again, at this point, I just was figuring, you know, he couldn't stop it. I want to just keep this train going, see what I can get done out of that. And then we get the classic Eagles play over here. You know, last year I know I faced this one a lot, so it's still in the books. So any of those mountain passes, and we're gonna go up, and you know that's gonna be pretty much tough to come back from at that point, unless you get something like this. Oh, I almost give up the return. Jeez, man, that's one of them stuff when he goes down and. He hits the play that I hit earlier. He did the same thing, but he actually slides and catches that. So good for him on that. We're coming down, and finally we get a little bit of heat through. You know, I haven't been working on any blitzes or any of that stuff yet on defense really at all. So I'm running base stuff in these games. I haven't even really tested it out. I haven't even labbed any of that stuff just yet. So that it should get better as the season goes, obviously. Coming in, and then 4th and 10, we're just over the top, and coverage is good all the way around there. So, you know, kind of got mixed results with the man, but I do tend to like it already better than the zones. Not too impressed with the zones at all. Oh, and we did get the edge there come up, and just a nice another chunk. I'm just starting the clock basically. I figured I'd just do a couple basic runs just to end that out, but you know, I'm not going to shy away from trying to get some chunk yardage while I'm just running the ball, you know. So two plays up in there, so we're going to take that. We're going to close that out. So move to 3-0 on this one. So not bad. Like I say, I'm gonna look forward here. We'll get the rest of the team going out, get the MUT roster out. I say I'll do a little bit of pack stuff here near the beginning, just because, like I say, it's taking me a little bit just to get into the MUT side and then the review side. So again, thank you guys for checking it out, man, and I will see you all next time.
From the hopscotch to the stepping stone, in and out and around the zone, inside the mind, through the barrel, the time to write a poem. Expressions of a world rolled up into a notion, popping with double copies of a gravy potion. As pins, ink seeps in between cracks of blotted intents, puzzled onlookers crumbled at the sight of its dents. Pictures with elixir to help map out its origins, while orchids dance to draw patterns of unearthly whirlwinds. I stand adjacent to awe, as everything that once held life within its palms trips and slowly falls deep into that big regret, without any baby steps and no shoes to cover up the barrenness of its footprints. It's a tall tale to tell when everyone you know is small, and the fighters of a clean air hide behind the city's fog. I'm guessing that's the cause for all this imperfection. We all trotted off to work without our daily medication.